भाई ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम के तो लाइसेंस हैं गेम के पास एग्जैक्ट सेम है सब कुछ
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this T20 between Australia and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीत गई भाई टॉस
Well, showing a lot of faith in this batting lineup. Going first on this pitch is either a masterstroke or a disaster waiting to happen.
बैटिंग ले ली ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be.
वन 176 बनाने हैं गाइस
There'll be runs here. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. There'll be one run here for them.
India get underway easy as you like with a single.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Drives and misses everything.
A little late on that, no run scored.
अरे नहीं
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
वाइड है यार वाइड देनी चाहिए
Through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
वाइड नहीं दी
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Wait there. Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Poor running कह रहे हैं out हो जाता मैं
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. They'll get at least one. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Hazelwood from the Paddington end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
खतरनाक बॉलिंग चल रही है यार
Waiting. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Massive chance.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
रिस्क तो लेना होगा यार.
Wait on. Yep. No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Yep, yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Out there हो गई. Fielder भी था यार वहाँ.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Waiting.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well,
भाई
for a
इतनी
brief
खतरनाक
moment, she
fielding
thought there
यार.
might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Nice ball.
Stark with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wait there.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Wait.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably
Okay, रोक
closer than
लिया
they
यार
expected.
मेरा.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep, yep.
A bit of a mix-up, they'll need to improve their communication.
5 runs in that over. India are 1 for 18. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Power play निकला जा रहा है यार.
Yep.
Nicely played.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs. Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
भाई.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Cummins has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Zampa, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Wait there.
straight to the fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Well
Yep.
placed. Should get a single. They'll
Yep, yep.
push hard. Should get back for 2.
बाउंड्री
couple
वाला
on
फील्डर
offer
भाग
here.
गई नहीं. बैट लग रहा
Bowler's
है.
confident on this one.
Yep. Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
शॉट
That
देख
was
रहे हो?
seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit.
यार
Fantastic.
इसकी तो वो दिखानी थी. रिप्ले. शानदार मारा.
Yep.
Nicely taken. Quick
Yeah,
to
but-
latch onto it.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
The bat was very late coming down on that.
Good bit of timing there.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Taken.
अरे यार.
A really good one too.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Hello. Sonagra.
Wait. Yep. Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. No. No. No.
No.
Oh. Good ball.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and it went straight through to the keeper.
That's the over. India are 3 for 45.
Yep.
A lovely delivery. Got
Wide
it in
होनी
short and
चाहिए
surprised
यार.
them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Wide देनी थी.
Oh, great ball.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Super piece of timing.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
Yep, yep.
Wicket हो गया.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Not wasting any time, they're off the mark straight away.
End of the over. 6 off it. India are 4 for 51.
Yeah.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Yeah, yeah.
Timed it nicely.
Wicket
They'll
हो
look
गया.
for a couple, you'd think. Fantastic catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
ये तो wide
Sprayed
दो.
that very
पंजा.
wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Wicket.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Gone. Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Wait there. Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. India are 7 for 63.
Oh, great ball.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
Great.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Oh, great.
क्या यार.
Just the sort of delivery you want as a follow-up to a no ball. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Waiting. Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
भाई ये शॉट भी रोक लिया.
Good return, back from the deep. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Over. India are 7 for 69. Marsh having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far. And just one more to get 5 in this innings.
Yep.
Got all of it, and for 6.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be. Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Brilliant shot that.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Marsh with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Yep, yep.
क्या ही फील्डिंग कर रहे हैं भाई वर्ल्ड कप की तरह.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
That win gives Australia a 1-0.
इंडिया पाकिस्तान का खेलते हैं यार एक मैच.
Good evening and welcome to our live coverage.
बैटिंग आ जाए पहले मेरी. हम जीत गए.
Well, showing a lot of faith in this batting lineup. Going first on this pitch is either a masterstroke or a disaster waiting to happen.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait there. Yep.
There's
Ska
trouble
inte
here.
med egen boll.
India
okay,
get
mate.
underway, easy as you like, with a single.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Wait on.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Good bit of timing there.
That was the kind of contact you dream of. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but boy, did that get hit. Just brilliant.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. There'll be one run here for them.
Wait there.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Wait. Yep.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait there.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Nicked it. Now then, was there a feint edge? Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
2 down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. This could be a huge swing of momentum.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Drives and misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Catch it.
Super shot.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. India are 2 for 18.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Nicely played.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs.
Yep.
Chance, huge nick, but no
Short
one to
देख रहे हो?
catch it.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the
अरे
boundary.
यार
Yep.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Absolutely nailed it.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Yep. No.
Couldn't get it through the field.
बच गया
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and 4, fantastic shot.
Oh.
That's a
Wide
harsh call
away.
from the umpire. I've seen wider than that not called.
Misses everything.
Nice ball.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
पूर बैटिंग कर रहे हो भाई ले
Hit that hard. Nailed
Tamacha.
it.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
Like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
That is an amazing half century, just mammoth stroke making. An impressive stint at the crease so far.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Nice shot.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Super piece of timing.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Going with spin now.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
अरे यार.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicket-keeper.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
After a big partnership is broken, it's not unusual to see another wicket quickly. Time to concentrate and get settled. That's off the middle of the bat.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Big shout. Ralph coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Timed that brilliantly.
Strong enough to lift this straight over the bowler's head for 6.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
shot.
रोक ली भाई.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
फिर रोक लिया.
No, no, no!
A couple on offer here.
यार हो सकते थे.
Edged.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Waiting.
They'll get at least one.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Lovely bowling.
Well, it's beaten them entirely. The only other thing it could have done was knock over the stumps.
Wait Yep. there.
अरे
Great
यार.
reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Middle. What a start.
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary.
Yes. Caught and bowled. Did supremely well there.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
And again, see you
Arre
later.
yaar.
2 wickets on the trot.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders, no chance.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Really charging towards 3 figures now. Absolutely hammered that one.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end. Beautiful slower delivery. That was just too good for them. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. To bat now, you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Waiting.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Just the one run off the over. India are 7 for 166. Ralph coming back into the attack. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Finds
अरे
it.
यार,
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Out. Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
simple है ये.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Good bit of timing there.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Gotcha.
Times it nicely.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Gone, played all around it.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Gone, another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone is going to need to step up with a big score.
A great win, extremely close right to the end. And to bring the win home like that is something special.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close.
किसी का तो वो आया है यार, स्कर्ट वो कहाँ है यार के। पर एक सूट आ गए हैं। ये गया वो। हेलो।
हेलो हेलो, क्या हाल है?
बढ़िया, आप बताओ।
बहुत दिनों बाद दिशा वर्ल्ड कप का गमू निकलिया को नहीं है बारे।
हाँ ऐसा मान लो, और कुछ काम ताम ज्यादा ही हो रखे हैं। कौन जीतता है फिर संगरिया?
भाई मैं तो बीजेपी का सपोर्टर हाँ, बाकी देखी जाए।
फिर ही थाने न्यूज़ तो ली कि कौन स्ट्रांग है।
है
थाने न्यूज़ तो ली कौन स्ट्रांग है।
भाई अब जिया शुरुआत में इलेक्शन कुछ दिन पहले तो सिस्टम हो चलो अभी गुलाब गुरदीप टक्कर में है। अब जनता के भी पूनियो और गुरदीप टक्कर में।
अच्छा।
बाकी अब देखी जाए, काली टाइम ने बता देंगे
ठीक।
थाने।
ठीक है चलो। रंग लिवी खेलेंगे, चला लियो।
रेंगल लगा लियो चार
मैं
पूरा अब तो।
तो एक ही गेम खेली हूँ आज तक ही मोड में। वो भी लिविक में खेली हूँ शायद तक।
दूसरों खेल लियो फिर। मोजी माइक तेरा स्लो कर ले यार भाई यहाँ बहुत शोर आ रहा है।
रोज 60 यूसी दे दो बस भाई, रोज स्ट्रीम पे आया करो, मिल जाएंगे। आते ही स्ट्रीम पे मांग रहे हो तुम यूसी। ओ हमेशा अठे ही हुआ है क्यों? विलेज।
हाँ
अच्छा,
परमानेंट जगह है।
एक ही हुआ है। मुश्किल होता होगा जाना, मैं उधर से तो बहुत कम आता है ये प्लेन पाथ।
हम्म
प्लेन पाथ उधर से तो बहुत कम आता होगा।
नहीं वो बाई चांस ही दूर होया काफी आवे प्लेन।
बढ़िया है क्या मोड?
हाँ बढ़िया ही है नॉट बैड है। बहुत ही दूर आ बनू किया पहुंचागा बिना गाड़ी।
ओके है
जनता
भाई
नीचे
जी
उतर गई।
आगे गई कौन जावे।
अरे तार सी पर टंगे भी जाइए है नहीं नीचे है नहीं।
इन पर तो पालनिया कौन सा लगे, सिर्फ बंदा भी टंग जे।
हाँ नहीं भी पालनिया से प्रिकू तो पर लोग
हाँ
भी पर
हाँ
उतर
आगे
गया।
नहीं हूँ।
Marked a
अरे यहीं पर
location.
बहुत ही जनता उतरी है। मनिया लगा आपा की गाड़ी को शिकार बनागा ए ले ए जावे।
Marked a location.
अन
बिना
मुक्का हूँ
रिकॉल।
सिटा या तो।
कोई बोट ला जे नहीं नीचे।
चाकू हुए ये तो वो
इन
आवे।
ओ एक आगे जान
इनके
ला रही हो
ऊपर
आपने।
बाजू
Marked a
मैं
location.
चलो
चक्कू
मारा
लेके।
इन्हीं मारा। और यो मेरे किलो
ओ देख बेटो
एक
सोए बैठा
मार।
Watch out.
ये तो अपन देगा आगे जाके।
भाई जी
छोल दियो
मेरे को
मन भाई
देख
बने
रहे
एक
थे।
चक्कू।
मेरे लारे दो हो रही है, मेरे देगा।
देख बस थे बन
आया
ध्यान पांगो
मुझे।
इन्ना भी ना भटकाओ मैं पहुंच जावा।
अरे यार आ क्या पड़ी है मेरे, मार दियो मन तो।
Help.
ओ भाई चक्कू मारियो फेंक के थरे या तो।
हाँ फेंक के मारियो मेरे चाकू।
चलो करांगा
Don't give
रिकॉल था
up.
ना रुको थे
Your
2 मिनट।
3
teammates can
नंबर तो
still
ऑफलाइन
recall
है।
you.
ओ भाई वो आगे गाड़ी जान लग रही।
अब कर तो थे ही बहुत कम गेम खेली है।
अब की बात भी यहाँ एक सीजन चल रहा हो फिर की वर्ल्ड कप और ओ भाई बंदा ही बंदा।
और जो मारा
मैं जाऊं
रिकॉल ले लियो
रिकॉल
बस।
पर आ जाओ मारा।
Help.
सारा मरांगा बिना
ओ
रिकॉल।
भाई भाग जा बनो बस एक कर भी पर जाई या तू। मुर्जी कुत्ता बस विक्टर उन्नी गोली चलाई है। गाड़ी लेके घर में घुस जाए। तो गन गुन उठा के नहीं करना ही रिकॉल है, बैठो रिकॉल कर दे, ठीक आ जाऊंगा मैं।
जाऊं
कोई नीचो सो गया बापड़ो आवा होकर कहीं माड़ी होई यहीं सके
मेरे साथ ही हो जा रही बच्ची की मैं तो
लो कोई नहीं
आ
तन
गए
तो
तुम तो।
कार्ड मिल गया उसी बोर और राइट में तेरे
लेफ्ट में एक
लेफ्ट में
बंदा
भी है लेफ्ट में।
पर जाते के फिर मैं
एमओ को नहीं थी।
चल कोई नहीं ओ
पहले M24
वीडियो
मारने की
तो
कोशिश
क्लियर बच गया
करियो
तू।
बिना आने दियो।
ओ नो चलो कार्ड तो मिल गया हो नहीं।
कार्ड तो मिली हुई होगा।
हाँ नहीं मैं जब ही मर जाऊंगा
आगे नहीं मर्जी
मस्जिद जद को बैठी खड़ी है।
कौन नहीं ऑफलाइन है, कौन छोड़ के गया है कि नहीं।
बंदा मर गया
खत्म।
आए
मर गया।
यार वो देख खिड़ खड़ी है कुत्ते की मोती मर गया
आ जाओ।
बारह ही आ जाओ।
Three just now. Let's fight together. I need a weapon.
यार के बाद मेरा स्किन डाउनलोड क्यों को नहीं कर गई, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है।
दोबारा अपडेट आता है, दोबारा करना पड़ता है वो।
और बेद दी है यार।
I need a weapon. It is showtime.
बानू तेरो माइक सही कर बानू तेरे लंबी शोर आवे।
यार बारे कोई पार्सल आयो मन जानो पड़ से। देखो दाव वगैरह मैं हूँ।
दोनों तनु तनु मत बालो हाँ
अरे ओ भाई ओ कट बाजार दूर में बैठे, अरे रहने दे यार।
भाई मेरा मिशन है यार, इसके लिए रिक्वेस्ट भेज रहा हूँ, उतरना तो अपने को उधर ही है।
तो नंबर
वो
दिक्कत है क्या तेरे नंबर 4?
मिशन
भाई
पूरा
मेरा
कर वो करे
वो
माई।
मिशन है भाई, जंपिंग
मिशन है।
वाला। हाँ वो जंप करने का।
ओ भाई जी तो नंबर
ले लो
4
चलो
में
अभी उतार
पकड़ा
दो
के।
कोई भी। हो गया मिशन में, हो गया शायद मेरा।
पिंग 150।
मेरी भी आई 250-300 दी
बहुत
के
बंदा
चक्कर हो।
उतर है नहीं एकदम।
जल्दी आइए पीछे उतरांगी मेन घर पर। हाँ पिछला पर उतर जावा है।
पीछे पीछे चल ले गई मेन घर कन को। बंदा देखो तो 50 है।
अरे बंदो गोली कौन चला रखी है वो? ओ भाई मन्ना वो गुत्सो बना दियो ने यार के बकवास है। भाई यार तो की समझ ही को नहीं आयो।
ओरे चाकू मारियो।
छूतिया है यार ये।
अब पतंग की चला स्कूल चला।
चला स्कूल स्कूल ही चला।
मंदिर की आवाज को नहीं आने लग रही है। बोलन कौन लग रहा?
भूतले को नहीं।
माइक तो लग रहा है मन लगा आवाज में हो गई दिक्कत।
पार्सल लेने कौन गया थी?
हाँ क्या करते हो? उबालेगी उबाल नहीं क्या करूँ बोल। नहीं बस
हेलो
हेलो हेलो
हेलो हेलो हेलो।
बंदो एह को नहीं
है
मालूम।
मैं तो पुट्ठो बैठे ही आ गया।
यार और थारी आवाज को नहीं आ भाई।
मैं के गयो नहीं, मेरे
बुलाया
को
तो
पार्सल लड़वा गयो कोई, मैं उड़ गयो।
अच्छा अच्छा मन कौन ध्यान पड़े उसने को नहीं हो। बंदा उतरिया मेरी बिल्डिंग पर बनू।
हो गया। 2 टीम है।